and a very warm welcome to our live Student Life Q&A webinar. My name is Amy. I am part of the team here at the School of Social and Environmental Sustainability, based at the Dumfries campus. Whether you're thinking about applying or are already an offer holder, this session today is your chance to hear directly from current students and staff about our community and campus life. So we are here to answer any questions you may have about campus life, careers, Dumfries accommodation, and so much more. So if you have any questions about studying with us here at the University of Glasgow, please use the text chat to send them in and we'll answer them live on this session today. So let's introduce our panel. First of all, we are joined here today by our Student Engagement Coordinator, Gina. She's going to share a very short presentation about student life in Dumfries and how you can get involved. So welcome, Gina. We're also joined by current students, Vivian, Priya, and Jamie, who are all here to share their experiences and answer your questions as well. So guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's so great to have you. We're going to answer so many questions. So if you have any questions, please do just use the text chat on the video here and we'll get those answers to you. But for now, Gina, I wonder if you could give us a snapshot, a little taster all about student experience and student life here in Dumfries, please.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me along today. So my name's Gina Davis and I am the Student Engagement Coordinator here at the Dumfries campus. So the purpose of my role is to really ensure that you have the best possible experience during your time here. So my day can really range from organising student events to ensuring students have suitable study spaces and social spaces, but every day is really different. I also have a really key role in supporting our student union. So we call them GUDU, so that's Glasgow University Dumfries Union. And then I also represent students in key meetings such as our Student Experience Committee and our Student Staff Liaison Committee. So in terms of our student spaces, we have our student hub, and that was in response to a lot of the feedback we had from students that wanted a bit more social space. So we created that, and that's open from 8 o'clock every day. And it has a kettle, fridge and microwave as well for you to use there. And this hub is for you. So we're always changing it, always adapting it to make sure it suits our students' needs. Our community food pantry is also open from 8 a.m. and that is based in the student hub. So if you do need any additional food during your time here, it's always there if you need it. We have a lot of students that make a cup of soup every day and things when they come in as well, which is nice. And then we also have our postgrad hub, which was given a makeover in August last year. And then we've also got our brand new IT lab with state-of-the-art equipment. So here's some pictures of some of our student spaces. So we've got our postgrad hub at the top left and the top right, and then we've got our student hub on the bottom left and our new IT suite on the bottom right there. So I couldn't talk about student experience without talking about our student union. So this was formed following extensive consultation with our students, and they have a really active role on campus and are really key to supporting our student experience. And then some of our events that we have done so far this year, I'm not going to read them all out to you, but we've had loads of things, and I'm going to show you some pictures as well. So we've had barbecues, pizza night, movie nights, cycle tours. We've had loads of things going on. I'm just going to go to the next page. As you can see, there's lots and lots of things there. We also, one of our key highlights is our Ceilidh night, which is in January. And you can learn how to Scottish country dance. And we also provide nice traditional Scottish food of haggis, newts and tatties. And then we also have a range of different sport sessions that we work alongside our Dumfries and Galloway College to provide the students. So I just wanted to go through some pictures. So we've got loads and loads of exciting things happening. This is at one of our coffee mornings that we run for our postgrads. This is on one of our welcome weeks. our volunteer days. This was at a lovely place in Dumfries and Galloway, right on the coast. Some of the sports available, some more student nights, our Ceilidh. That is at Claverick Castle, which is just about 10 minutes away from our campus. And then I also just wanted to highlight the importance of our student-led events. So we are really keen to work with our students in partnership for these for a range of our student events. So these are some of our events that some of our students have led on so far this year, which has been amazing. And then I've got some lovely pictures of this as well. So we had a really nice sunny welcome week as well this year. So lots of lovely photos from that. And then just to touch on the gym and sport side of things. So we work in partnership with the University of the West of Scotland and the Dumfries and Galloway College, which allows us to provide free gym access to all of our students. And we also have a range of sports activities that are available at lunchtime and sort of in the evening times as well. And then there's also gym classes going on, and then we do have some sports clubs as well that do taster sessions up at the campus. And then finally, I just wanted to touch on our student feedback systems. So it was just to let you know that there's loads of methods of you to ensure your voice is heard during your time at Dumfries. And this is our new infographic that really highlights all of the different support systems that we have here. But thank you very much, Amy. I just wanted to share my email address as well. So if you do have any questions about student experience here, then please do get in contact with us. It's at dumfries-studentexperience@glasgow.ac.uk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gina. It's fantastic. I mean, so much activity going on across the campus, across the community as well. It's so nice to see some pictures and to see a lot of our students who are actually on the call as well today featured heavily in a lot of those events, which is always so nice to see. So thank you so much. As you said, any questions, please do reach out to our student experience team. We're always here. We're always more than happy to help and to answer any questions you might have. I'm going to invite our panelists, our current students, back onto the call just now. So we have Jamie here, we have Vivian, and we have Priya, who's joining us today. So first of all, welcome everyone. It's great to have you here. I wonder if we could just go around really quick and you could introduce yourselves a little bit, if that's all right. And we'll start with Janie, if that's okay.
Yeah, hi everyone, my name's Janie. I'm a second year primary education student. I'm from the very top of Scotland in the northeast, and I moved down to Dumfries a couple of years ago now, and I love it here. It's great.
Thank you, Janie. And we'll go to Priya next.
Hi everyone, I'm Priya. I'm a fourth year environmental science and sustainability student. I'm from India, and I've been in Dumfries for almost 3 years now, and it's been very great, pretty great.
Fantastic, thanks Priya. And Vivian.
I'm a fourth year primary education student. I'm from the west coast of Scotland, just up past Largs. And I've been in Dumfries as well for 3 to 4 years now. I've got a flat here. I love it. It's an amazing environment and community.
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I know we've got so many questions already coming in, so thank you everyone for sending in your questions. Please keep them coming. Let's just dive straight in, I think, and see what our first question is today. So, easy question. First of all, what is your favourite thing about Dumfries? So, Janie, should we go to you first?
Yeah, I think one of my favourite things about Dumfries is like the community aspect of everything, and like how much stuff they've got going on out with the university as well, like including sports clubs and things. I personally play ice hockey for the Solway ladies here, and it's brilliant. And then there's also the teams, like football teams and stuff, you can go and watch the games of. There's ladies rugby who have been badgering me to try and join. So there's so much stuff like just out with the university as well, and even like the nightlife and stuff's really good in Dumfries, and you wouldn't expect it to be because it's a smaller town, but it's great.
That's fantastic, Janie. Thank you so much. Priya, what about you? Favorite thing about Dumfries?
My favorite thing about Dumfries is I like the presence of so much nature in it. It's so beautiful, and there's like, personally I like being in on like the countryside more than in a city, so it's absolutely great for me. And the community, the tight knit community, it's all very great, and I like the fact that yeah, there's so many like outdoor activities you can take part in, like walking, hikes, like cycling, and there's like so much scope for activities like that. And if you ever wanted to go to the city, it's very accessible by bus. So I just love walking out and about the town. So that's why I would say the nature present is my favorite part.
That's fantastic. And you raise a really important point as well, which is for those who don't know, we have 4 different kind of subject areas that we study on our campus here. So we've got education, we've got environment, we've got tourism, and we've got sustainable development. So these are across our undergraduate, postgraduate teaching opportunities. So as you say, Priya, it's the perfect place to study this kind of thing as well, and especially an environmental scientist perspective, for example.
Yes.
You're right here in the middle, you know, with nature all around you that's so accessible for field work and field trips. And that's a really important point. So I'm so glad that's a good feature for you. That's a highlight for you. What about you, Vivian? What's your favourite part of Dumfries?
I just love the relationship our uni has with the rest of the community, especially coming from the point of view of a primary education course. We have really good relationships with all the schools. I love, just like Janie said and Priya, the community aspect. I worked in Dumfries for 2 years for my first 2 years, so I know within and out with the uni, when I'm walking down the street doing my Christmas shopping, I'm going to run into lots of people that I know, and you just feel like looked after, and you just have such a good group of people. There's a great nightlife as well if you're still wanting the uni experience. Don't think you're missing out on that. But also you're accessible, like Priya said, to cities. But then you've also got that great balance of just being in nature, like 5-10 minutes down the road you've got Caverlock Castle, sorry, that Gina said, and then we've also got different nature walks and things going on all the time. So yeah, there's just so many things to love about Dumfries, so I definitely recommend coming to check the town out because it's lovely.
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for sharing. We'll see what our next question is here. Is it easy to get a part-time job in Dumfries? Great question. I'm going to put Gina on the spot a little bit and come to you first, just to talk a little bit about the opportunities we have basically on campus and any support that we can offer in terms of careers and part-time work. Anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, so we regularly have our employability and careers colleagues come down to visit. So and there's also a lot of online appointments and things that students can make, but we do have a designated area on our website for part-time jobs, and we do encourage local employers to sign up to that so that they can we can advertise that through our student newsletter as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And Vivian, you touched on this a little bit already, so I wonder if we could come to you first. Part-time jobs in Dumfries.
Yeah, so that was something I was worried about coming, because Dumfries obviously isn't a big city, but I got a job within 2 months of coming to Dumfries, and I was there for 2 years, and it was a really good way of kind of meeting people. There was other uni students as well working in that job, so I worked in hospitality in a pub. But there's other opportunities, like I know people who work in the Specsavers and retail. There is different kind of opportunities for part-time work. And obviously, if you're not looking to venture out to the town, there's also what we're doing now, Student Ambassador, which is also paid employment as well. And that's very flexible with your uni course. It's casual working hours, so you can choose what shifts you want to do. And it's just brilliant, a way to get to know the community and the campus and just the Uni of Glasgow as well. Yeah,
fantastic. Thank you so much. And Priya, I wonder if you could share your perspective as well on part-time work in Dumfries.
Yeah, of course. So I first started like looking for a job in my third year. And that like that was like a couple months of like trial and error. Like I would like go through to like get to like the interview stage, and then you would have to like keep going through that, which I feel like it's expected with like it's normal with like when you're looking for a job, that's like you're expected to happen. But this summer of this year, I've like it's not just like Indeed you can apply through. Like if you're like, if you follow some, I suppose cafes or things like that on Instagram, or social media, they post like whenever they want a job, when there's like job posts available. And so I saw like, I work at King's Cafe in town. So when they've uploaded like a posting that they're looking for a barista, I've applied, and that was like very quick. I got a call back in like within a couple of days, and then I started the job the next week. So it is like that. It's like it does like work out that way, but obviously I feel like it takes a bit of trial and error thing first. But there's always like jobs available every year. I feel like because many students we move out every year, so there's like I say this to people who ask me like, what's like the housing situation like in Dumfries, like are students able to get flats? Tell them that every year there's students who are moving away, so those like flats or something or jobs, they become available. There's always like things coming up on Indeed, so I think it's quite good.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And I mean, you'll see whenever you come to visit Dumfries, you'll see on the signs as you come in, the University Town of Dumfries is what we're known as. So we're very much a student-focused town in that respect. And as you say, Priya, with part-time jobs and accommodation, all that kind of stuff, people expect students to be here. They expect to have students, looking for part-time work or looking for accommodation. So it's very much at the forefront of people's minds in the community as well. Yeah. So a really important point. Thank you. And Janie, finally, anything you want to add on part-time work?
Not too much, just that like I just know a lot of my friends all got jobs very quickly, and a range of different jobs. Like one works in a kitchen, the other one works in the pub, another one works in a cocktail bar, one works at a bookies. Like everyone managed to get jobs really quickly. I personally don't have one, but that's my own fault. But I do the student ambassador work, and I love doing that because it's so flexible and it's just great.
Yeah, you sold yourself short there. You work really hard as a student ambassador. You're always around doing student ambassador work, so you definitely sold yourself short there. But a really good point. There's so much variety out there for students. Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
I was going to add as well that some of our student ambassadors are Janie, for example, organised some events on Welcome Week as well, and that's great experience and event management, and it's a great opportunity to build on those skills.
No, 100%. And you get paid.
And it was fun.
No, that's amazing.
You're not just paid, but you also get some free stuff as well. Just saying, like, we got free. I know, well, you get free, like as part of student ambassador. You obviously need the student ambassador uniform, but you also get like hoodies and things like that.
There we go, Janie. Thank you so much.
It's just a really good experience overall. So I definitely look into doing student ambassador work because it is very flexible, and you don't need to do just stuff in Dumfries. You can also do events up in the main campus as well. So yeah.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much, guys. Let's see what our next question is here. We have so many coming, which is fantastic. Let's see what we've got here. Are there career services? I mean, that's a resounding yes, absolutely. We are very fortunate here. We have school level resources and events that we run, for example, that Gina's mentioned. We also have the College of Social Sciences kind of support network in terms of employability and career services. And as a whole, the university has some fantastic resources at its disposal. So at every level, we've got plenty of resources here for you to tap into anything to do with careers. Throughout our programs as well, undergraduate and postgraduate, industry, kind of understanding and work is very much built into everything that we do. So for example, it's very much tied to the kind of real world working world, and looking forward to the skills you're going to need for your future careers kind of built into pretty much everything that we do here. So really, really important for us to focus on your employability and careers. And as I say, resources at every level. If you ever need anything, you just ask. You look out for one of our amazing student ambassadors in the bright pink t-shirts, and they can direct you. You look out for Gina or myself in the office. You come and find our student support services. Anything you need, we're always around. Just come and ask, and we are happy to help. So great question there. Thank you so much. Let's see what we've got next. Are there students' clubs or societies I can join? Now, Janie, you've touched on this a little bit as well. Do you mind if you talk a little bit more about this and the opportunities?
Yeah. I think the clubs that I've joined have been out with university, but even so, I've met so many people that are from Dumfries as well. So like there's ice hockey, there's football, there's rugby. There's also my friend goes to a printing night at one of the coffee shops in town one night a week, and they go and they do lots of arts and crafts and things like that. And a lot of my friends also go to the climbing place. I don't know what the name of it is, but like where you go and climb up the climbing walls. A lot of people go and do that. I think what other bits and pieces there is. I know that there's a new craft society within the uni as well that another one of my friends go to. But no, there's a lot of stuff in and about Dumfries that you can go and join and do to keep yourself busy.
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of my favourite things about Dumfries campus as well is that, yes, you have the opportunity to, create your own clubs and societies as well. You know, if there's something you're really interested in, you come and chat with Gina, you come and chat with Student Union Guru, and we see what we can put in place. But the community itself is so welcoming, and there's so much you can do, and as well, to join clubs within the community. As you say, it's so nice to be able to do that as well, and you get to meet new people and make new friends. And Vivian or Priya, anything you guys would like to add in?
Yeah, like obviously I think when people come, they're like, oh, there's not much going on, but actually there's lots, and you'll see that in Freshers Week. We have great relationships with different clubs and societies out with the uni, and they come in Freshers Week because they're keen to have more young faces join. Amy, I know you joined the Drama Society in town, and you're still a part of that. But it doesn't mean you can't take part in stuff at main campus as well. Our uni will help support if there's a society or club that you're really keen to go look at the main campus. We'll support you in trying to do that. And like Amy touched on as well, if there's anything you're really passionate about that you want to start up within the uni, you can do that as well. There's lots of different options. There's lots of different clubs, lots of different societies that we're really keen to like help you get a part of. So yeah.
Absolutely. Priya, any top tips for anyone looking for any clubs or societies or hobbies in Dumfries?
I would say look out for the notice boards on our uni, because you always have so many posters and flyers that update so often about things that are going on, clubs you can join. And especially at during Freshers Week, so many organizations come and they talk about their company and stuff, and there's so many places you can volunteer. And I feel like Gudu, or student union, has grown so much now than how it was a year or 2 years ago when it first started out. So there's so many like Janie said, craft club, and I can't remember the other clubs and societies just now, but I feel like anything, if there's a certain society that you want, there's people whom you can speak to about it, and that's easily accessible. You can give in your suggestions and whatever. I can definitely say for sure that all the suggestions we've given, they're our university makes sure to hear them out, and they make changes accordingly, which is very helpful. So I'd say that if there's so many opportunities already, so many opportunities that exist, and in case you want to create your own clubs or societies, that's very easy as well.
Thank you guys so much. That's fantastic. We've got so many more questions coming in, so I'm going to dash along to the next one here. So let's see what our next question is. What kind of student support is available? This is a really important question. Thank you so much for this question here. Ultimately, we have a whole wide range of support depending on what it is that you need support with. So we have our dedicated student support officer, who is based here on this campus, as well as the entire student support network that we have within the university. Gina, would you mind talking a little bit to this as well, just in terms of what is accessible on campus for us here?
Yeah, so when you start off, you'll be given an advisor of study as well. So if there's anything that you want to discuss with them, then they're always available to chat to. And then we also have our chief advisor of study. If you feel that for whatever reason you would prefer to go to them. But really, there's a lot of there's a lot of individuals in the building. You'll see them every single day. You can come and speak to us anytime. You'll really get to know everyone's face really quickly, and you'll build those relationships. And that's sort of the amazing part about the Dumfries campus, is that we do have a really tight-knit community. So if you ever do need support, there's always somebody there that you can speak to.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. I don't want to put anyone on the spot. If anyone wants to bring in anything else they'd like to share, Vivian, if you... I know we were talking about this recently.
So I have a disability. So joining the uni, that was something I was really kind of aware of. That was like, because I got support obviously for my exams in high school. So was I going to get the same thing when I came to uni? And absolutely you do. The sooner the better. When you come to our uni, apply to whatever disability services or student support services, and they'll quickly set up a meeting with you, and they'll discuss kind of what support needs you that looks like for you and stuff. So for me, that might be additional time in my exams, a break in my exams, and that kind of thing. And they'll do that for you, and no questions asked. You don't need to show proof or a doctor's note or anything like that. The uni just wants you to do well, and they'll do anything they can to support that. So there's the disability services, like we talked about earlier, career services, student support services, your advisor of studies, like Gina said. Of like any kind of support available, we do probably have it. I've not obviously looked at like the A to Z of the support, but I am pretty sure that we'll have every kind of support available. And obviously student ambassadors, we're here as well to offer support and point you in the right direction as well as Amy and Gina and other members of staff on the campus as well. So yeah, there's definitely always something.
No, 100%. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, as you say, we're always here to help. If you don't know, just ask. We're here and ready to support. So no worries at all. So let's see what our next question is. Oh, great question. Do you have any student budgeting tips?
Yeah, right.
Fantastic. Great question. Who wants, I mean, Janie, do you want to jump in here first?
I'll pass it over to somebody else. not my strong point, unfortunately.
I think it's always a work in progress. I think becoming independent for the first time, leaving home, where you're essentially living off your parents, maybe not all the time, but for me, like I worked for a year before I came to uni, so it was a bit different. But it's just learn as you go. Honestly, you don't know how much things are going to cost until you come. So give yourself a bit of grace. You might be, I shouldn't have spent my money on that, but that's the learning curve of coming to uni. The way I do it now is I have kind of a budgeting notes thing on my phone. So I know every month how much my rent and bills are going to cost. I make sure that money is put aside, and I give myself a weekly budget that I know is going to include my fuel costs, also my food costs for the week, and also I put in a little bit extra money for, like some self-care, some fun times. Like, don't be super strict on yourself. You're still at university, you're still supposed to be making memories and having a good time. But no, there's different, obviously, as well, if you need funding, like help with money as well, there's different services through the uni that can help with that. There's also SAS as well. Part-time jobs available. There's lots of different options, but that is how I budget. So yeah, I don't know if that's for everyone, though, but that's just what I've learned over the 4 years. It's taken a while to get to that point, so it's not as simple as probably that sounds.
No, that's fantastic, Vivian. Sorry, Janie, do you want to come in there?
Yeah, I can add to what Vivian was saying. I use the bank in Monzo, because on there I can create different pots for everything. So every month when I get SAS student loan, when that comes in every month, I organise it into how much I'm going to spend for each week. And what for, and I love cooking and things, so I put a bit more in for my like food shops and stuff like that, and I do them weekly. But I know a lot of my friends who don't cook that often, and they'll do a big shop every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks and things like that. But yeah, I think just getting there, like, living your cell, like Vivian was saying, and making sure that you're not being too hard on yourself, because you're still learning, and you're at university of all places, so you're not expected to be a millionaire by the end of it from all your savings.
No, Janie, that's really, really great advice, and I really appreciate you sharing that, and Vivian as well. So we had a guest appearance there, Vivian.
Yeah, I've got a crazy 1-year-old. My parents have got a crazy 1-year-old Yorkshire Spaniel puppy, and he's absolutely going feral at the moment. So we're just going to ignore that.
Well, he's definitely welcome to come back and join the webinar. No problem at all.
He'll be the star of the show if he decides. But right now he's just ripping up the carpet, so we're just going to ignore that.
Oh, well, both of you, thank you so much for your budgeting tips. I mean, Gina, I know from a event on campus perspective, we do sometimes like to do some kind of like budgeting advice, or maybe some sessions like that. And I don't know if anything's coming up we've got planned, but I'm sure you'll know if we've got anything coming up. But anything you'd like to add from that perspective as well in terms of support for budgeting?
Just to say that again, we have we do have the food pantry, so that's always accessible to all our students, and we also have food vouchers, if that's ever required, and we do have different funding pots. So, if you ever do see yourself in a bit of financial distress, just reach out to one of us and we can signpost you to the right sort of funding pot to access. There are things available for you there. So.
Super. No, absolutely. Thank you so much. We have a question here that is being sent in just now, which is fantastic. Thank you. I'm worried about reading assignments. Is it hard to join outside activities because of those? I completely understand the concerns. Thank you so much for sharing this question with us. I mean, guys, balancing assignments and activities is something I think every student's come up against at some point or another. Anything you'd like to share on that front? How do you balance?
I've been like bombarded with stuff this semester. It's been a really, really busy and difficult one. Like we had, I think it was something like 12 or 13 assignments, all that we needed to do, and they were all due on the same week. But I still managed to go out with some of my friends and go around and see each other and do my other activities that I like to do. It was just trying to make sure that you organise it all. Like I've actually got a table on my wall in front of me that's got the dates when everything's due and how much they're worth and everything, so that I can see it and it reminds me of when everything needs to be uploaded. But I just slowly worked through it and I managed to get everything uploaded like a week or 2 weeks before the due dates were, and then it gave me some time in between having to go on and start another one to actually relax a bit and go out with friends or go and do my own thing, rather than going assignment after assignment after assignment and then feeling burnt out and not having any time. I think it's just trying to organize your own time and figuring out how long it takes you to do things. If you need a bit more time on certain things than others, like in one of my electives I needed a lot more time, but in my core subjects I found that I was able to do it a bit quicker. So I think it's just trying to like organize your own time, and then you'll be able to figure out how long it takes you to do stuff and how much time you've got for extra curricular activities.
Yeah, for sure. Priya, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, of course. For me, like I've had to learn this from like my mistakes. During my first year, I would like leave things to the last minute a lot. So I found like what like helps me best is if I start the assignment as early as possible. I know that's like a very like common thing to say, like to start early as possible, but it does really help a lot. I'd also like so that because I know like how much after like a couple of years I've like found out like learn about like how much I tend to procrastinate. So like I always think I'll do it next week, I'll do it the week after, but I know that I'm going to like take time to like actually like if I want to write a good quality essay, like do proper research, it's good if I like start as early as possible. And it doesn't like and I feel like one way that helped me a lot is like I try to do like little bit stuff at a time. Like if I start early, I don't need to do like finish like half the essay in like the first 2 weeks or something. I just like the introduction and then I have a break. So yeah, I like timetable like all of my tasks that way, and make sure that I get a break, so that I'm like Janie said, not doing assignments after assignments. I make sure like I take a walk between, or like I do something else, hang out with friends, see other people. Also, another thing that helps me is like if I like change my environment, like staying at home doing assignments all the time, it tends to get a little monotonous for me. So I either go to uni because you have so many study spaces, or I go to a cafe in town, which is very helpful. So I try to do it that way, like just compartmentalize and set a good timetable for all my tasks.
Thank you both. That's fantastic advice. And you both raised a fantastic point of making sure to take those breaks and to take that time is actually really important for you and your well-being as well, and something that you should build in as much as possible to help. I mean, Gina, I know from an events perspective, we do quite a few things like come study with us, and we do study group sessions. And my favorite, I think, has to be the Therapets, the therapy dogs. That is my favorite time whenever we have the therapy dogs come onto campus, and it just helps break up in some of the studying sessions, or give you a little bit of time. But anything you'd like to add, Gina, on that?
I think it's just important to remember that, like, because we are such a tight-knit community, if you do have all your assignments all bunched together, chat to your course convener, because sometimes that they can maybe change the deadline for certain things anyway, because they maybe weren't aware that there was going to be like all these deadlines all at the same time. So that's always an option. You will have a class rep in your class as well. They can feed that into our student staff liaison committee so that we can avoid anything like that in the future as well. But I think as well, if you do find that you're getting really stressed by it, we do have systems in place to support you with that. So we use a system called extenuating circumstances. So if you do feel that things are too much, you can always go in there and you can have your deadline extended and things like that. So there are lots of options there for you. But what I'd say is just reach out as early as possible. If you're struggling with these things, we do have lots of services and support to help you to do to support you with your studies and help you maybe come up with a calendar that Janie has on her wall, and we've got options there that we can support you with that.
Absolutely, Janie, I love this calendar idea. That's so cool.
Hang on.
The tips from our student ambassadors. Oh, fantastic! Look at that.
That's everything I had to do this semester.
That's very organised. I'm very, very impressed. Well done, you. Okay, I think we have time maybe just for one final question. We could sneak in one final question here. Let's see. Oh, great question. Okay, what has been your favourite student event? So either an event attended at, by students, or an event run by students, or anything at all. What your favourite one has been. Gina, I'm going to put you on the spot. This is a really difficult one for you. What's been your favourite, Gina?
I mean, I've loved working with the students on different events. I've loved doing all of those. I think one of my personal favourites was when we made one of our buildings into a gig venue and we had a band playing. But that was just because it's never been done before and it actually worked really well. So I think that was a personal highlight.
Great example, absolutely. Janie, what about you?
My favourites are the karaoke nights. And the Halloween party. They were both great, and it's just like you get to meet other people that's out with your courses as well, and everyone just has a fun time, and your lecturers are there as well. Like me and Karen were singing together. It was great.
That's amazing. Priya, what about you? Favourite event?
I very much like a pub quiz. So I like the pub quizzes where we have them in town. And I also love our Kaylee very, very much. Like that was like the most fun for me because I've never been to one before. And when I've learned like what a Kaylee is, and during the Kaylee, they are aware that there's many international students, so they teach you all the dances when you're at the event. So that's like been like one of my favorite nights so far. Events.
I love that. Our Kaylee is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a really good event. And Vivian, what about you? Favourite event?
I'm also I love a good Kaylee as well. I can't lie. I love a Kaylee. I also love our winter ball event. That's always really good because everyone's going to come to that. It's a good excuse to dress up really nice, and there's a DJ and food, and it's just a great night. But just not even just just going out with after the events as well to the different places in town as well. It's just you just know it's always going to be a good night. It's hard to choose one because it's whenever you go, it's just always good vibes, good people. It's just it's really fun.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, guys, thank you so much. I mean, I'm afraid that brings us to the end of today's session. I really hope everyone watching, I really hope you found it useful. The recording will be available here on YouTube. If you want to watch anything back, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much to our wonderful panel for your time today. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us and who sent in your questions. It's very much appreciated. We've loved answering them. So, thank you so much for joining us. To find out more about studying at the University of Glasgow, you can visit our YouTube channel to view our programme overview videos or our student videos, or you can visit our website, glasgow.ac.uk/Dumfries. But all that's left to say is thank you again so much for joining our session today. We very, very much hope to welcome you to campus really soon. Take care, everyone. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
Bye.